Alright, we've repaired one side of our Nissan Xterra, the rear door jamming up issue. And so we just thought we'd take a few seconds and show how to get these panels off. It's pretty straightforward, but don't feel too bad if you end up breaking a couple clips and things. The idea here is to try to lift straight up on these things. You can see the back side of it. It's really hard to hold the camera and pry. Basically, you want to try to lift straight out. You can see how all these latch down into little holes in the body. And so I found a trusty butter knife to be a really good thing to just work under the sides, and then you can come up close and lift straight up. So you want to try to pry it away a little bit and then try to lift straight up. If you end up twisting it off, you're going to break some of these tabs. This one here we managed to do without any damage. This one here is a little tougher. This one you got to kind of work under the sides. You end up prying away a little lip. Again, try to lift straight up. We sort of had it pop at an angle on us. We broke a couple of these little small tabs up in that corner. But you can see that it's pretty stout, and as long as we have a few of the clips intact, it should suffice. Interesting how, as tight as these doors are, look at how much debris gathers in there. This is, I think, what we're up against here, a little bit of just the cables, the return mechanisms. This problem seems to crop up more in the wintertime when it's colder and mechanisms are stiffer. So to get the doors off, the panels rather, we've loosened everything here so that we can show it quickly. So we're just going to toss those. We've got really challenging to do these one-handed, but we should be able to manage. Could have had a power screwdriver, I reckon. Interestingly, these were not very tight, and that's something to remember putting the doors back together. If you crank all of these down, you may find, particularly the inner brackets where these threads end up, as we'll see when we open it, we end up, you can see that where this is the door handle. And we have one more over here that they don't give us a Phillips head, but there we go. So now this there's nothing holding it other than the clips around the sides. And let's see if we have any success. The idea with this is to pull it from the bottom. And you have to pry it away from the door body, and this is where it gets so tough if you have this door stuck shut. People say, it's possible to remove it with the door closed from the inside, hanging over the seat somehow. But we found a trick for opening these that we'll show in a minute here. But let's try to get this panel off. They give you this little area here that looks like a drain hole. Basically, I discovered there aren't any of the little snaps here. They kind of come up here and here. So if you start over here, we're using the handle end of our butter knife. I'm just going to get something started and start working it over toward where the snap is, and then give it a pop. And there, we just popped two of the bottom ones. Work your way up, pop. There's a little piece that broke from one of our tabs, breaking the other one loose. Once you've got a little bit of a grip here, you can chase it around with the knife, but at some point you can just grab this, it's pretty stiff, and work out the snaps one at a time. Again, if you were doing this with the door closed, wow, that's against the jam, not easy. But you can see here, that's pretty much all of them. Let's grab our trusty iPhone, and you can see that now it lifts away. This is the only wire to be concerned with. It goes to the armrest area where the power window mechanism is. But you can see now if we lift away with our even one-handed, the idea is there's a lip over here that drops down into a groove. Let's see if I can get it to let go. There we go. Again, look at all the clips around the edges. You can see what we were trying to do here to get it to come apart. Wow, a lot of debris. We have had this vehicle in the desert. I hosed the other one off. I think I'll do the same there. Let's have a look in here. Here's where we started with the other one. A lot of dust and debris. Alright, there's the door panel removal.